Chavez Folger of Senator Harry Reid's Las Vegas, Nevada office told me about 4 years ago that they opened up an FBI investigation. Okay, apparently that's important. Hey, it's Susan. Welcome to tonight's episode of Keep the Bad Guys Away. Hey, you know what? With all this crime, I'm way behind, so I hope you don't mind that I'm putting on a little makeup here. But I wanted to bring up that point. Harry Reid's Las Vegas office, Chavez Folger, a staff member, said that they opened up an FBI investigation. Now, what happened is that, attorney Randy Roski back in 2009, December of 2009, he told me to go to Senator Harry Reid on all this garbage. It's like stuff had been happening for years. And a lot of times Randy and I, we could just never figure out which asshole is causing which problem. And, Randy's like, in the world of spies and espionage, we're mere mortals. So, I gotta agree with Randy on that. But, so anyway, a lot of hell. But, they got these response letters. Like, apparently, Harry Reid's office, he got this response letter. Now, here's the story. I actually had to fax this over to Senator Harry Reid's Las Vegas office. So this is dated March 11th, 2010. But, I never heard anything. I never heard from Harry Reid's office. I never heard from the DOJ. So, in the summer, I just faxed it over to their office. And then, apparently they went scouring around the office. See, okay, now look at this real close. See, ICE mailed this to me. Here's a copy of the envelope. See, they mailed me a copy. Thank God they mailed me a copy, or I don't know what I would have done. But apparently, okay, so I faxed this over to Senator Harry Reid's Las Vegas office. So Chavez Folger, staff member, goes scouring around the office, and apparently got these other letters. Like, he got some damn apology letter from the FBI Office of Congressional Affairs. And then, all kinds of hell was breaking loose because these, rat tail assholes got wind of the fact that they, got in trouble. Or had the potential of getting in trouble. Now, to be honest with you, I think that they were trying to prevent Harry Reid's office from even being able to see some of this stuff. But, anyway, they claim to have not gotten Elliot's letter from ICE. That's the story. So Chavez Folger goes scouring around the office, and he read me some other letter. He'd actually called me back. And he read me some letter. It was very detailed. I'm trying to dodge all this damn crime because I'm getting hit everywhere in every which direction but loose. But so Chavez Folger, Harry Reid's staff member in Las Vegas, calls me back, reads me this letter. It was very, very detailed. Now, I don't have a copy of the letter, but here's the words that I heard. I heard the words national security, terrorism, no evidence of. And then Chavez Folger goes, I bet you have lawsuits to file. I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? I'm just, I can't quote the letter, exactly. But those are the big words I heard. National security, terrorism, no evidence of. I bet you have lawsuits to file. And just kind of based on how detailed it was, it sounded like it included my family as well. So, I don't know. He wouldn't give me a copy of the letter. So, I could probably file a lawsuit on this if I had a copy of that letter. I don't know why he won't give me a copy of that letter. I've tried a million times to get a copy of this letter. So what I did, from that point, after, I almost got killed in Nevada, there's a whole bunch of other things that frickin' happened. And, Randy Roski told me to get the hell out of town. Some of the police were giving me hints to a travel nurse. TC, one of the advocates of Safe Nest, was kind of telling me to get the hell out of town. I only made it to Arizona. So, but anyway, then I get railroaded in Phoenix, Arizona, and I finally said, fuck it, and I locked myself in an extended stay hotel and went on Nevada unemployment in Phoenix, Arizona, because retaliation was so brutal. But, so then I faxed the National Security Agency. So I'll put up this NSA letter. Yes, no, I faxed the NSA based on what Chavez Folger had told me. So now keep in mind, Chavez Folger would understand something about terrorism because apparently he also has some kind of position with the Department of Defense. I really don't know what that is, but apparently he's got an office out at the Air Force Base in Las Vegas. So, I faxed the NSA. And, explain this to him. So if you look at this letter from the NSA, it says Chavez Folger, it says Harry Reid and all this stuff on it. So, and I sent it to the attention of General Keith B. Alexander, and he's like the head of the NSA, because I figured, you know what, this is national security stuff, this is majorly big. I already got Elliott's letter, it says within the review of the DOJ. I figured, you know, General Alexander, he knew what the heck to do with this, it's his agency, so, you know, I get this letter back from the NSA with a FOIA case, you know, I could have like 100 pages, but the trouble is I didn't get any kind of directions on how exactly to get that. You know, I don't work for the government, so I don't have NSA, you know, top secret security clearance, and I seriously doubt that even if I showed up to the NSA there in Maryland with their own letter, I seriously doubt they're going to, like, just let me in the door that easily, so I don't really know how to get that 100 pages. But basically that request to the NSA was an effort to try to get the equivalent of this letter from, you know, that Chavez Folger of Senator Harry Reid's office got. But anyway, apparently that appears to be important, okay, the fact that when they got this letter, Chavez Folger, you know, said they opened up an FBI investigation. So anyway, I don't really know what that means. Open up an FBI investigation? Okay, now, I don't know if that means FBI Internal Affairs. I don't know if that means the Office of the Inspector General. I don't know if that means both. I mean, I know that the DOJ uses the OIG, you know, for investigations. They would be like the impartial people. I mean, I don't really know what that means, but that appears to be really, really important. You know, I mean, all kinds of stuff kept happening. I was up in, I think I did this when I was up in Alaska. I faxed Special Agent Paul Burkholder, my Homeland Security Special Agent down there in Houston. I faxed him the NSA letter. And so I just put, you know, sometimes, like I said, I can't always call and stuff, and then I put on there, I'm like, well, Chavez Folger said that, you know, Harry Reid opened up an FBI investigation. And so, I mean, I don't know, because that appears to be important. And then, you know, I was up in Bethel, I was kind of, you know, had this little fling with this cop up there, this officer, Andy Reid, and he even asked me, get this, he asked me in bed one night. He's like, okay, so, you know, when they got all this stuff, you know, like, what did they do? Something to that effect. And I'm like, oh, well, they said that, you know, they opened up an FBI investigation. And then Officer Reid was like, there's going to be an FBI agent going to prison. I'm like, okay, well, whatever. You know, I'm thinking, well, whatever. You know, like, I've heard this all before, okay? So, I mean, I don't know. Apparently, Chavez Folger said they opened up an FBI investigation. So, I don't know why they haven't handled their own shit. I don't know why I haven't heard anything from the DOJ. You know what I think? I think they've been using me for an FBI investigation. I think the FBI has been trying to steer this whole case in their favor by manipulating people to try to always push me to the FBI. I mean, here, get this. Homeland Security, okay, so everything, Homeland Security, basically cites the FBI on this stuff. And every time I talk to somebody, they just want to push me to the FBI. Why? Because everybody wants to help the FBI. Because you know, FBI wants to keep control of the case, despite the fact that Homeland Security cited them. So, you know, I'm just like, you know, I'm just not dealing with this crap anymore. But Chavez Folger, Senator Harry Reid's office, said they opened up an FBI investigation. He told me, he said, I bet you have lawsuits to file. You know, so I don't like the FBI. I fucking hate the FBI, and I will always hate the fucking FBI. They won't clean up their own damn shit, and they keep causing me trouble. Keep causing me and everybody else trouble. And believe me, if I can ever get a copy of that letter that Chavez Folger has that says national security, terrorism, no evidence of, and I think it includes my family as well, the one he says, I bet you have lawsuits to file. I ever get a copy of that letter? Believe me, they're getting the biggest fucking lawsuit. I mean, they'll get a lawsuit so goddamn big, it'll take them the next 3,000 years to pay off. That kind of evidence, I'm sure I can find an attorney in America somewhere. But anyway, you know, and here's the thing. You know, using me for an FBI investigation, I'm almost positive of it. I will have no part of the FBI. If I ever see the FBI, if an FBI agent ever contacts me, like what happened most recently when I was down in Hidalgo County, Texas, I had some asshole call me that claimed to be an FBI agent named Joe out of Las Vegas FBI. You know, I pushed him off to Special Agent Paul Burkholder, and then I called Deputy Joe Harkin with the U.S. Marshal Service up in San Francisco, California. Tell him I got this call from this asshole. I didn't put it that way, but I got this call from this asshole. You know, claims to be an FBI agent, you know, out of Las Vegas, named Joe or something like that. So now I gave him this, you know, number or whatever. Yeah, so I said, I ain't dealing with these damn jerks. You know, these guys are big fucking goddamn bullies. All they've done is cause me trouble. They've ruined my whole entire life. They've ruined my kid's life. They keep steering shit in their direction. They keep misrepresenting me in their damn stupid criminal, NCIS or whatever the hell, NCIC, National Crime Center or whatever the hell that fucking FBI database is. Misrepresenting me there. They keep hacking on my friends, hacking on my jobs, hacking on my nurses. So, you know what? The FBI can take their shit and shove it. But Chavez Folger said, I bet you have lawsuits to file, and they open up an FBI investigation. So when I ever get the results of that, I'll let you know. So stay tuned. I gotta get back. I gotta put on makeup. All the, finish my makeup here. All this damn crime is just interfering with everything in my life. I just can't flip and stand it. I can't stand them, and they're just, oh my god, they're just driving me crazy. All this damn interference is driving me crazy. So anyway, that's tonight's episode of Keep the Bad Guys. I'll see you next time.